Hi everyone. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I survived, so yep, it's all good. Now, don't forget this mini catalogue and the celebration, both coming out on the 4th of January. Now, I'm going to make a card today, and it's using products from this new mini catalogue. And I think we'll just get started. I can't show you inside here. I can't show you where it comes from, but I can show you the products. So we'll just get that sorted now. So we need these beautiful, and this is not the bag they came in. I had to I had to cut the bag open to get them out. Paper butterfly accents. Now these are in a collection, but you can buy them separately. The number is 162612, but I will put all of those sort of details in the comments below. So they come, I think, how many is there? There's 40 actual butterflies, and they come on sheets like this, and they're already partially laser cut. So half of the work is done for you. Now this is the card we're going to make, but I'm going to change it up a bit. I looked at that and I thought, I think I might make that a little bit different next time. So what I have done here is I have a black card base, and it is our A4 cut in half at 14.85, and it is scored at 10.5. That's just our normal metric size card, and I'm going to fold that and burnish that if I can find my bone folder. Apparently I can't. Great start to the new year. It's not even New Year yet. This is still the end of the year, and yeah, can't find my bone folder. I had it here. Anyway, I have another piece, a piece of basic white, and it's the same size at this point. It's the same size as our card front, which is 10.5 by 14.85. We're going to trim it down. I'm going to pop that out of the way for the minute. And these gorgeous, gorgeous butterflies. Now, what I decided to do was colour them black. They come white, but I wanted to colour them black. So what I have here is my Sharpie texter. And I'm just going to colour them while they're still in here. It's a little bit easier to do it because they're a bit fragile. Especially these little antennas. It's easier to do it while they're still in here. Now don't be rough with them, but you can certainly you've got a little bit more freedom with them if they're still here in this, within the framework that they arrive in. Now, in case you don't know, my name is Jill Lancet, and I'm still in Christmas mode. It's been one great big long Christmas holiday for me, I'm afraid. So yeah, now you might miss a few little bits, but you can certainly colour those in later. So I did all of these off camera because I thought it's like watching paint dry. So I just thought I'd do one for you. They really don't take that long. But this is optional, making them black. Don't have to do this. But I just saw them in the white and I thought, I wonder what they look like black. So given that these are already cut, colouring them is pretty much your only option. So I can see a few bits and pieces that I've missed, and I'm going to give those a few minutes to dry because, yeah, the paper is sort of still wet, and while it's a bit wet, it's vulnerable. So we'll just put them aside. Ordinary Sharpie or your black alcohol marker, whichever. Now, with our piece of basic white, and all of this stuff will be found in my online store January the 4th. So set a little alarm for yourself. January the 4th, pop over to jilllancet.stampinup.net and you'll be able to see the new products from the new catalogue. Also, like, subscribe and share this video. But we're going to do some ink blending now. So I've got my brushes here. And I've got a few colours here. Now this is where this fantastic little glass mat set comes into being. So I have the Tahitian Tide. I'm going to open this. I'm popping it on there. And that's not going to move. Now I've got paper under this, but for the most part this mat is stuck. So what I want to do is, I'll do it over here so you can see. I'm going to cut this down a bit later, but I'm just going to use one of our blending brushes. And look how good that is. That holds that in place for us. And I'm just going to randomly put some colour. And I'm not even being particularly neat about this. So I'm just going to put some of our Flirty Flamingo, this colour is. It's a beautiful pink. And I think that's enough. The next colour I'm going to use is the Tahitian Tide. Now, these will blend to a certain extent when you overlap them. So yeah, try and get some good blending in here. And as I said, I'm not particularly worried if they don't go on very, very smoothly, because we're going to be treating this once we've done all of this. And the butterflies, of course, are going to go over these beautiful colours. So I know that looks pretty much horrible, but it won't. Trust me, it won't. Now let's cover that one up for a minute. Take off the lid for the Daffodil Delight. Just check that out. And I'm just going to fill in a few spaces that have been left plain. I've got this beautiful, beautiful strong yellow Daffodil Delight. And when it goes with the blue, it creates a bit of a yellow. Where it goes with the pink, it creates a bit of an orangey colour. So there we go. Now we are going to cut this down in a minute, so... Okay, now I think I'm done. Okay, let's pop all this stuff away. And now, this is what I'm going to do. This is the cloth that cleans your glass mat. I'm just going to pop that on there like that. And I'm going to get just some tissues or paper towel. I'm going to have that handy. And I've got a big water spritzer. So this will create big splashes. So I want to protect my desk a bit. So I'm just spritzing this. And you can see that that almost straight away has created an interesting background. But we're going to just mop this up a bit. And now I'm going to dry this. And you will get a bit of excess ink, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm just going to dry this on speed 1. So I just want to the water was not on there long enough. This is just basic white. It's not watercolour cardstock. So it's just our basic white. And if you heat it from both sides, you will eventually straighten that out. But isn't that beautiful? Look at that background. And that was what, 10 seconds or something. And you can see it's starting to flatten out now. But I do want this dry before I do anything else with it. And you could do this first, then colour your butterflies, or vice versa. That's still a bit wet there, I can tell. And now while both of these are drying, I will stamp my little strip of black. And for this I've used a stamping platform. Now this is the old Stamparatus. It's not available anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, any stamping platform will do. Now what I've done here is I've just put some washi tape either side of my little strip, just to hold that in place while I stamp it. And I'm going to use the embossing buddy because I want to make sure that this embossing powder does not stick anywhere except where I want it to stick. So I'm popping that on there. I'm using some Versamark, and my stamp has already been positioned. So I'm using the Versamark. Now any stamping platform can give you similar results to this. And I'm just going to stamp that down. As I said, I've already lined this up. I am getting in a mess here. But that's pretty much all of our messy things done and dusted. Now I'm going to put some white embossing powder on this. If this does not look the best, I can start again on the back. Sometimes you cannot tell until you've put the embossing powder on. But let's have a look. Let's just have a look here. That looks okay to me. Still crooked though. No, don't like it. So I'm just going to wipe that with a tissue, turn that over and do it again. So I have my strip all set up so that I can pop that back in there. And a bit of embossing buddy. And these are just post-it notes that I'm using to hold this in place. I hope you can see that. And I have my Versamark again, inking that up. If it's not right this time, bad luck. It's going on there. That is going to have to do. And let's just pop that out of the way as well. Now, I'm going to put on the white embossing powder again. And we'll heat set that. Oops, everywhere. Everywhere. Now, the heat gun is still reasonably warm, so I can just heat this on too. First of all, I want to get any stray bits out of the way. And heat this. Okay, pop that out of the way. I think I can pop that out of the way now. Unfortunately, you will have to deal with some glare, but that's the nature of the beast. Okay, now this is, I think this is dry now. So with my butterflies, now they just pop straight out of here. And they're just so beautifully cut. Just going to pop them there. Just bear with me for 1 minute. Excuse me. Now I did put some removable tape behind them just to make sure they wouldn't move. Excuse me. And now I'm going to use my silicone mat if I can find it. Here it is. Stop looking. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of glue just on my silicone mat. Just about that much. And I've got a piece of sponge and I'm going to just dab that in there and just do it in various places over the back of this. And now I'm going to pop this on here. Put this one here like this and continue on with the rest of the butterflies. But I especially wanted to pay attention to the antenna because, yeah. Now we are trimming this down, don't forget. And I've always loved the look of these cards, these kinds of cards. So, and I'm going to trim the edges off so that I can use them again. In various other parts of the card. And this one little butterfly down here. Okay, now with some long scissors, I'm just going to snip off these bits and pieces. So we are trimming this card, remember, so you don't have to be so precise. But we're going to use these little bits and pieces of wings in some of these spaces. So now I can pop a bit more glue down here and just pop that one there, just lining that up against the edge, but remember we are trimming it. So the old put and look method, we can put him down there like that, have him down there like that. And if you see any other little spaces like here, you could pop one in there like that, just like that. And Yep, we're pretty much done. Now I'm going to just, now I'm going to just trim this off. Now, if you're worried about this glue on this silicone mat, don't be, because when that dries, that will just peel off. So, yeah. So now I have all these beautiful butterflies with this gorgeous background. I've got a couple of spare little bits and pieces of wings left over. We've got our text there, and this goes back into a little container which I just knocked off my desk, so that can wait. Right, so now I'm going to put that away because I will invariably glue myself onto that. Now I'm going to take my trimmer, but I'm going to trim from the back, okay, because I don't want the blade to get caught. I hope this works. So we need this to be 10 centimeters. So we're going to make that 11 and just 10.2 or 3. We'll just cut off here. And I think that's still a bit wet. And then we're going to, oh, actually that looks a bit raggedy, so I need my little guillotine, but I don't know where it is. So I'll just use this one here because I have it handy. And yeah, I'll do it from the front. That way it will cut it really smooth. Now I'm only going to cut a smidgen off this now, just to tidy that edge up, and a smidge off this side. And then I can create this to be 10 centimeters here. And I'll just make sure 10 is the right measurement. And I think it's 14.3, 1, 2, 3. And we'll just have a look at that. That looks lovely. Much lovelier. Right. I think that was still a bit wet. So now I'm going to glue this straight onto here. I want my little message to be here. And I'm going to raise that up. So what I want to do is just check where I'm going to put that. And put a little pencil mark. And then I'm going to cut those off. So one there. One there. And just get my paper trimmer. Now this paper isn't wet, so there's going to be no issue there. Right, so just lining that up there, chopping that off there. I'm going to double check this. Yep, that looks pretty good. That mark's still pretty good. Pop this in there, and hopefully Bob's your uncle. Now, don't forget our celebration will be on starting on the 4th of January, and that means for every $90 you spend, you get free stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's how hard it is. You spend $90, you choose a $90 reward. If you spend $180, you get 2 $90 rewards or one $180 reward. Now, any purchases from across either catalogue, it does not have to be one or the other. So, yep, and that includes the clearance rack. So if there's things that you need, things that you've been wanting to get, yep, now celebration is the time to do that, because you will be rewarded for spending money. It's pretty good. It's just like the Boxing Day sales. It's like all the sales that we've been having lately. Yep, Stampin' Up! Is no different in that respect. So I have that there now. Now I want to show you a little trick. I'm going to use some of these strips, if I can find them. Where are they? Here they are. Yep, I'm going to use some of these strips behind here, but they're white. So here's a little trick I learnt the other day. Where's my Sharpie gone? Here's my little Sharpie. I'm going to pop the strip on the back on this side, just like that. And I'm going to pop this strip on next to it. So there's effectively 2 strips there. And then I'm going to take 2 strips and pop them on. I'm going to snip them off about there. Just going to snip them off about there. And now before I do anything else, I'm going to take my Sharpie. I'm taking the thick end and I'm just running the Sharpie along the edge. Just like that. Along there. Along there. And of course along the end. And if there are any flecks, like there's a couple of little flecks there, I'm just going to colour them with my Sharpie as well, if that bothered you. Okay, so now we're in business. I'm going to take this off here and pop this down. Now I hope that's straight. Looks straight to me. There we go. So there's the black one. Now what have I done with the white one? Look, I had it here 5 minutes ago. How can I lose it? How? How did I lose that? Oh my goodness. Dear oh dear. I'm going to stand up because sometimes when you stand up you see a whole different perspective. There's the butterflies that we've used. That is definitely not the card. Oh my word. Look, it's been one of those weeks. It's Christmas week. Yeah. Nope. Couldn't tell you where it is. Anyway, I think the black one looks much better than the white one. Oh, here it is, right here. It was upside down and I couldn't see it. Oh, yeah, let me know what you think about that. I think I like the black one better. But they don't come black, remember? I've hand coloured those with a Sharpie. And indeed, you could colour them any colour you wanted. You can sponge them, all sorts of colours. But I really, really like the background. I love the way this water has created this background. I hope you can see that. But do let me know what you think. This one's not put up on dimensionals. This one is. Black or white butterflies? Let me know. Oh, are we in screen yet? Let me know which one is the best. Comment below. Like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much. And I want to thank everybody that has supported my channel over the last, it must be nearly, oh gosh, it's over a year. But anyway, thank you so much for your support. And yeah, JewelLancet.stampinup.net. And I'll see you on the next video. hopefully that'll be in the new year. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you. Bye.